Namo Himalaya, everyone. I have a message for you from Spirit, from the ancestors. Um, I woke up today and again, it was like a concert in my head, but this time the song was Titanium by Sia. Someone must be listening to a lot of Sia because there's a lot of Sia coming through. And, I was looking at the lyrics and they really stuck out to me because it's a song about basically being unstoppable, and no matter what anybody tries to do to them or to you, they can't stop you. They can't bring you down. They can't make you feel small. They can't energetically even hurt you because you're so protected. And I've been getting a lot of messages too about the 144 and just how divine everybody is, and just that you've stepped into this personal power about yourself, especially with this portal that is basically unmatched, right? Every person is so uniquely powerful, and this energy that you just accepted and the energy that you received as an inheritance from all of your ancestors has helped you embody this moment like today and yesterday, embody this moment like ever before. And it doesn't mean that you won't question your path ahead, but it just means that you've come to a stage of acceptance about who you are, what you can do, and what you're willing to accept going forward. Um, and I'm getting this a lot. Also for folks who have gone through some sort of, maybe even a severing with relationships, but more so romantic relationships. And it can be you releasing the past, or you verbalizing recently that enough was enough, and that you are moving forward in your most authentic self, in your highest energy, and there's nothing and no one that can really take you out of this elevation. And, you know, in yesterday's group session that I hosted, there were so many synchronicities about everything people were going through. And one of my most favorite one was someone seeing a bunch of birds lifting off. And, we talked about that. And as someone like yourself who is a part of the 144, who is a healer or a light worker, here to create change and has really answered the call in every aspect of your life, this is your moment, right? Like, this is your moment to elevate so high that nobody can touch you. They already can't touch you, but you're still going to be elevating, right? We look at birds and we see them for a moment, and then it's almost like they're gone, like little speckles into the sky. And when we're down here, all we can do is think about, wow, what it would be like to be up there, but now you're up there. And so the ancestors are acknowledging just how proud they are of you, and also thanking you for everything that you've done in the last year, and that it hasn't been easy to break these cycles, and it hasn't been easy to stand up to people who have harmed you, and it hasn't been easy to have a very dedicated spiritual practice, and it hasn't been easy to receive all of your gifts spiritually and your inheritance, and be able to comprehend what to do with them next, and to be open to literally the unknown, right? The ancestors are saying, I literally hear someone saying, we didn't tell you anything. Like, we didn't tell you anything, and you still said, I'll do it, right? And there's just this feeling of selflessness and openness and surrender and peace that you have stepped into. And so they want you to fully just enjoy every moment, enjoy the ride, um, enjoy even if things get difficult, right? Because we have a tendency to push away uncomfortable feelings. But how can we sit even deeper into those moments? And maybe it feels uncomfortable, but can we sit back in our, I'm going to say, instead of seat of observance, can we sit back into our thrones, our royal thrones, and just see it for what it is? Just anything, right? Whether it's a bill you forgot to pay, or a friend who might be causing issues, or maybe you're a little triggered that day by a car honking at you, like whatever it may be. Can you just sit back on your throne and just say okay? Can you just say okay for once and just let it go so you can keep flying? Because none of those things at the end of the day really matter. You have your health, you have happiness, and many of you have already started inheriting your physical wealth. Because I was getting a lot of messages about money flowing in right now. And so when you can surrender and feel that joy and that gratitude for everything that you have, even if it looks different than what you thought, you're always going to be at peace. And that's what's so beautiful about this journey and the power of folks who identify as 144 or light workers, because you have a deeper sense of unconditional love for everything. And all you've ever wanted, because I keep hearing this, all you've ever wanted was to just create peace and love in the world. And that's what you're doing. That's like fully what you're doing. And the ancestors see it, spirit sees it. This is why you are so protected, you are so held, you are so watched over, that you don't have to worry anymore. You really don't have to worry. And something that also came up was, for those of you doing ancestor work, we also have a tendency to, if we are giving people, because we always answer the call, to give to the ancestors first before giving to yourself. And the ancestors are saying, while that is very nice of you, the cycle to be broken is to take care of yourself first and then take care of people. And that still applies with your ancestors. And so your ancestors are saying, it's time to feed yourself and then feed your altar, right? It's time to drink your coffee, pour your coffee, and then pour your ancestors, because you've done enough, you are enough, they have enough, and it's time for all of you to rest. Like every single one of you who have been wearing the shield and the swords on your back and the spear and a tongue of knives, right, to cut these cycles down with love and compassion. And it's just a really peaceful energy, which I love for everybody. So as we shift into the holiday and 2025, keep carrying this with you, and know that you are always in the right place at the right time. So I just wanted to share that with you all, and I'm sending you so much love and so many hugs. And thank you to all the folks who showed up to last night's session. It was so powerful and beautiful. If you want to develop your clairs or have spiritual questions, or just want a safe space to come talk about where you're at on your journey, maybe you're experiencing a tough time, or maybe just a really good time, or maybe you just want to sit in community and listen to people's stories like we would around the campfire, this space is also for you, and you are welcome. The link is in my bio. It's called Z's School for the Gifted. You can bring your questions, bring tea, wear PJs. I don't really care. It's just a really fun time. And it is always open to you, and spots are open for next week and the following week. So again, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of hugs, and I will talk to you soon.